Atong takna karon, 35 minutos nang milabay sa alas 9. It's time for the top of the morning news bites. This is a summary of the news headlines of all of the news outfits, newspapers, news dailies in the country, from local to national. Starting with the national news headlines. According to GMA News, PhilHealth lifts the 45-day benefit limit, and Sara Duterte admits Dad Rodrigo might no longer return to the Philippines. The Philippines enforced law in surrendering to ICC, according to Malacanang. And COMELEC reminds overseas Filipinos to pre-enroll for online voting. And Japan Navy Chief visits Manila to enhance cooperation with the Philippines. Trump officials propose plan of revamping U.S. foreign aid, according to a memo. In case bago lang mo naminaw, this is the top of the morning news bites. This is the summary of all of the news headlines. Let's go to ABS-CBN News. Anyo says very hard to witness Duterte arrest, denies grand conspiracy. And VP Sara calls out AFP for standing idly during the Duterte arrest and transfer. Beyond legal issues, Filipinos want accountability from Duterte, according to House leaders. And Solicitor General Guevara still enjoys trust, confidence of Marcos, according to Malacanang. And 6 foreigners, duha ka Pinoy, nabbed in Subic Bay for suspected espionage. And almost 300 million pesos worth of shabu seized in Rizal buy-bust operations. In case you're wondering, this is the top of the morning news bites, a summary of all of the headlines of the countries and the cities, Cebu City's local news headlines. So Inquirer.net, government clears legwork for the 62 megawatt Bataan solar farm, and the SEC partners with DTI to streamline business registration. And work classes in Eastern Visayas canceled due to heavy rains. According to the PNP, 108 election gun ban violators have been arrested so far. And according to Anyo, friends with Duterte, but loyalty is to country, not anyone. And Timor-Leste grants Teves appeal to block Philippine extradition. These are the latest headlines ato ang mga news outfits, news websites, newspapers from Cebu and from Manila. Let's go to the Philippine Star. The Philippines' third most heat-impacted country in Asia. And the NFA Palay purchases soar 781% last January. And the Philippine peso closed to 57.22 against the US dollar kagahapon, Thursday, March 20. And over 1 million merchants now using Maya Business. And DepEd finds one school with 98% possible ghost students in voucher program. And the Department of Justice admits justice system failed families of the drug war victims. And according to the AFP, they followed a constitutional duty in the Duterte arrest. This is from Teodoro. And Manibela sets 3-day transport strike. And cops seize 2.7 million pesos worth of shabu in a Zamboanga City sting. These are the latest headlines of the national and local news outfits. Sa Philippine News Agency, or the PNA, National Tobacco Association rolls out 6 million pesos in aid for 2.6 thousand typhoon-hit tobacco farmers. And the BFP warns versus faulty wiring overloading amid high heat index. The Philippines enhances border security versus terrorism and transnational crimes. And the AAP strengthens measures versus illegally chartered flights. And marina services for seafarers now available via eGov PH app. And Gatchalian backs NBI probe on vloggers spreading fake news. According to Napolcom, cop in Duterte rant isolated case and Northern Negros evacuees return home. Class suspensions have been lifted. And Angola keen to improve tourism ties with the Philippines. Maayong bungkag ninyo dia Ian Quizon and Reynaldo Batuto Moreno. Daghang salamat sa inyong pagpaminaw sa atong top of the morning news bites. Let's go to Manila Bulletin. Illegal commercial fishing worsens poverty and threatens Philippine food security, according to Oceana. And Solon points to key difference between Aimee Marcos and Bongo's re-election bids. Valenzuela, city police gets 40 motorcycles and 25 patrol vehicles. And 2 drug peddlers yield 1.8 million pesos worth of ecstasy cash in Imos by bust. And government launches anti-deep fake task force AI tool. And Pinoys in Macau urged to vote in this year's elections. Let's go to the Manila Times. Extreme weather to hurt gross domestic product, and Malacanang declares April 1 a regular holiday in observance of Eid al-Fitr, and Mindoro inflation declines to 3.4% and calls to abolish the NTF LCAC has been slammed. And more women need to get into politics, according to Grace Poe. And 268 bets issued a show cause order. And leaders urged to pray for Duterte. 8 arrested for alleged spying, and government backs privatization of the airport in Bohol. Daghang kitang mga tagpaminaw diha sa Bohol. Maayong bukag ninyo diha, Bohol. Daghang salamat sa inyong pagpaminaw diha. Okay, let's go to the local news headlines, starting with Sunstar Super B or Super Balita. Karong adlaw, Marso 21, 2025. Nalatayan sa traktor kay iring gisuong. Opod lapad nga cleanup drive sa barangay Mambaling. Moabot ngadto sa 900 ka volunteers og mga sakop sa Cebu City Environmental Sanitation Enforcement Team or CSET, Cebu City Environment and Natural Resources Office, or CISENRO, Department of Public Services Barangay Environment officers, og mga badyaw ang nagkahiusa sa pagkuha sa mga nabara nga basura sa sitio Naba, Barangay Mambaling, Cebu kagahapon. Ang maong panglimpyo magpadayon ngadto na sa adlaw sa Sabado. Sagad sa mga basura nga nakolekta mao ang mga nagkadaiyang matang sa plastic nga nakabara sa tubig nga gikan sa highlands, ilabi na nang nga na sangit sa mga kabalayan nga gitarok sa babaan sa sapa maong lugar. Mo kanang headline sa ato ang Sunstar Super B. Let's go to Sunstar Cebu. Karong adlaw, March 21, atong headlines: no public fund misuse in the rice distribution. No public fund misuse in the rice distribution. The Cebu City Social Welfare Department head says the funding used to purchase sacks of rice came from her office. Amid allegations of politicking over the distribution of government-purchased rice in some barangays in Cebu City, the DSWS clarified that the funding used for the procurement of the rice came from its budget. DSWS head Portia Basamayor told Sunstar Cebu kagahapon that the rice distribution in Barangay Dulho Fatima last March 11 was part of the department's regular food pack distribution program for the barangay's indigent population. She said that the rice distribution was not directly charged to calamity funds. These clarifications came as city councilors accused Mayor Raymond Alvin Garcia's political party Kusug Uswag Sugbo of distributing government purchased rice meant for calamity victims during the political sorties ahead of the 2025 midterm elections. So mo ka na ang mga headlines sa ato ang mga karayang news outfits, newspapers, news websites sa ato ang mga local o national news outfits. Okay, nga nilang sa ato ang pinaka-sugbuanon nga radio station, ang pinaka-bisdak sa tanan, 105.1 TMC, the best of us. Let's go right back to our music. This next song was written back in 2003 by Mr. Gitamundok, Jude Gitamundok, and he specifically said ang kaning kanta para gyud ni Katski. In fact, mo ni usa sa mga paborito niya nga kanta sa atong interview niya not too long ago. Ngunta na ko unsa mga paborito ni mong kanta Jed. Ingon siya kani kuno usa ka libo ug usa ka panamilit. Katski on 105.1 TMC.